How you doing? I'm Mad Dog Lou, and today we're going to talk about the 4L80E. I guess we'll start first on the wiring harness and computer for the 4L80E, which could get expensive when you're converting to the 4L80 if the vehicle does not have an existing 4L80. This is our box that'll go in on the side of the transmission, and it'll plug in where the computer would plug in. So this will eliminate the $1,000 onboard computer. The good thing is, maybe down the road, if you do want to purchase the computer, you just unplug it from the transmission, resell it, put it away, and plug in the computer, and it'll shift also automatically. This is how we make them full manual. Now the accumulation, a lot of them have plastic accumulators which crack and cross leak and they'll burn up the transmission. We eliminate the plastic accumulator. We put a sleeve inside the accumulator and then put the piston in. That's for the delayed engagements. And this is for your 1-2 shift, 3-4 shift accumulators, which are plastic also. We put a sleeve in there and then put a pinless double seal ring piston inside there to make sure there's no cross leaking and good positive solid shifts. Of course, all your electronics like the EPC and the pressure manifold, shift solenoids are all replaced. Now, when you start running big power on the 4L80E, the thrust washers in the back end up taking out the case. So we rollerize the transmission in the back of the unit. This is your third gear drum, which we of course are going to use the round cam drum. Some of them do not have a round cam drum, and then you cannot put a 34 element sprag on there. This holds big power. So you start with a round cam drum, which allows you to put the 34 element sprag on there. That works with big power or heavy pulling. The hub, 4140 billet. You see a lot of these explode under nitrous, big horsepower, or heavy pulling. So 4140 billet hub. And we even eliminate the plastic thrust washer and run the steel thrust washer on. Also the bronze bushing in the back of the case, which is also sealed up where it cannot be pushed out. Real nice piece. The most common on the 4L80E is the boost valve located inside the pump. They're aluminum from the factory. They stick usually in the wide open position, wide open pressure, and end up blowing out the direct drum completely, and you'll notice you're going to lose your third gear and then your reverse, or vice versa. You might lose reverse and then through third gear. This corrects that problem. This is the Transbrake, which is an awesome piece for the 4L80E. For your bracket racers looking for a good 60 foot and a consistent ET time, the Transbrake on the 4L80E. The good thing about the Transbrake, on all the other units with a Transbrake, it cannot shift automatically. You could still shift it automatically if you choose to. Run it at the racetrack, use the Transbrake, and drive it home with your computer if you wanted to. If you disconnect the full manual and run the computer and still be able to run a Transbrake. So there's a lot of ways to go with this 4L80E. We back them up for 1 year unlimited mile warranty. They're all dyno tested here in the shop. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. I custom build them for your application, but this particular build on our 4L80E will handle 1200 horsepower. I appreciate you checking out my video. Any questions on this, please let me know. Thank you very much.